Mir Ahmed bin Quasem Arman, a practicing barrister at the Bangladesh Supreme Court, was reportedly abducted by state security forces on the night of August 9, 2016. He became one of the many victims of enforced disappearances during Sheikh Hasina's authoritarian regime. At the time, his father, a prominent businessman and social entrepreneur, had been convicted by the International Crimes Tribunal in Dhaka for crimes against humanity committed during the 1971 Liberation War. Arman had publicly criticized the tribunal's legal flaws and its political use by the Hasina government. His outspoken writings drew international attention and timely making him a target. After enduring 8 years of severe torture in a secret detention center known as Aynaghor, the Glass House, Arman was released on August 6, 2024, a day after Hasina's dictatorship fall in a bloody revolution. In this exclusive interview with Delta Voice, Arman shares his story and reflections. What's your main message to the people?
We want this revolution, this loss of hundreds of innocent lives was not just for one election. They wanted a new Bangladesh. They wanted a new system. They wanted new leadership. We urge the younger generation of Bangladesh to look forward, look ahead, look into the qualities of the candidate and say no to corruption, say no to use of violence in politics, say no to black money and use of trying to use money to buy votes. Choose people with character, choose people with idea, choose people who have respect in the society.
Money laundering is a great problem of this country. So you are telling people that Jamaat Islami is a party that you can rely and you can trust. And Jamaat is not involved in any corruption, money laundering or use of muscle that we, the people, saw during the regime of awamileague. So you are hopeful that these messages to the people will support you in the upcoming election.
I'm taking part in the campaigns. I'm getting huge response from the female voters. Highest response I'm getting from the women in the society. It is surprising. They all come to me and say that we will support you because we want change. Second most highest response we're getting from the youth, who wants people who talks about future, not about past. And lastly, we have support from the working class people who believe they're being deprived, and they want people with God-fearing people to help them get back their right.
But now, Awami League is banned, and this party that has been branded by the young generation as fascist ruling, but with the huge blood of youth, that party lost its power and Sheikh Hasina fled to India. But now, you are competing with the party that was also the part of that revolution. Don't you think that it's a big challenge for you at this moment that you are now competing with a party that was your friend just a few days back?
I don't think so. I think this will be an example of how you can be friends but also be competitors against each other. Running in election against each other does not mean you have to be enemy. Competing in politics does not mean that you have to attack each other personally. We can compete against each other and still be friends. We can compete against each other, still work together for a new Bangladesh. I think this competition between the July forces is a new trend which will give rise to a new era of clean, healthy and constructive politics in Bangladesh.
What's your main commitment to the people if you're elected?
Transparency. There will be transparency in government spending. There will be transparency how representative people spends the government fund. There will be transparency about how people gets appointed in the government offices. There will be transparency in appointment in people in law enforcement agency, in military and bureaucracy. Transparency is our main commitment here.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.